Hello dolls, welcome back to my channel. So I do apologise, I'm filming in the car. There's a bit of chaos going in my house just now. My boyfriend's unwell, so I can't film in his flat, and I really do not want to get sick before New Year. So I'm just having to improvise, filming in the car, feeling a bit awkies because there's people walking by and I've got this big light on the top of my camera, but do you know what, YOLO. And it's raining, typical Scotland, it's absolutely pouring outside, so I'm very well aware that there's probably going to be a little bit of background noise. I do apologise.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Today I'm going to be doing a video on the most hated trends in the rave scene. For example, some TikTok videos that you might be seeing, things that makes you scroll instantly. I did a question and answer thing on my Instagram using the anonymous app NGL, basically, where you guys sent me the responses of what was your most hated videos that you don't like seeing in the rave scene, what are some trends that you don't like seeing, what are the videos that make you scroll instantly when you're on TikTok and you're like, I can't stand watching that, and it's hardstyle, rave related, techno, whatever it is. So you gave me some of your responses and I'm going to be sharing them today, and I'm also going to be giving a little bit of my input as well because I love a little bit of a debate, okay? And this is just a little disclaimer, I'm not trying to spread the negativity at all in the scene, not at all. I just kind of want to make a video and bring some of these funny responses to light and just see the funny side of it. I mean, it's TikTok, it's probably the most controversial app ever, so let's just see some of the funny sides to it because some of these responses are just so ridiculous and hilarious, and honestly, you do you. You post what videos you want to post. Don't let anybody put you off. If something's cringy to someone else, it doesn't mean it's cringy to you. And do you know what? It's just a video, and do you know what? Like, YOLO. But anyway, I think let's just get into it. So the first one is, can you film me when I'm kaplonging? Oh my god, can you like take a video of me doing the kaplong? And that's getting me written all over it. No shame. Personally, I like the kaplong, and if you want a video taken of you at the rave, bestie, I will do it for you, and you do it for me too. Like, we'll help each other out, okay? But yeah, I can see why that might make some people cringe, you know, but personally, I kind of like it. The fact it's full of children now that are immature and cause riots when people are trying to enjoy themselves. Cough cough, Glasgow raves, Toto put off. I totally agree. I really hate it when people cause riots, they cause fights, and it does ruin it a little bit for everyone, you know. It's not great when you've got people fighting, and especially in Glasgow raves. I think there was a video of a guy at like a hardstyle superheroes rave in Glasgow picking up a fire extinguisher. Not gonna lie, I started howling when I saw that video, but seriously. The fact that everyone tries so hard to be TikTokers. Yeah, guilty man. I'm a big tryhard with TikTok. I love TikTok. Everyone's trying to be a TikToker these days. Who the fuck do you think you are? Honestly guys, if there's something about the Scottish mentality, is that we find everything cringy. Filming yourself doing YouTube, you're considered a riddy. You're considered embarrassing.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
And that's so embarrassing. Oh my god, that's so cringy. You've got to be a pure hard man. And TikTok is definitely considered a cringy app. You know, a lot of younger people are on it. It's considered the kids app. But technically now I think TikTok's taken off. There's a lot of people on TikTok, a lot of older people on TikTok. So you will get a lot of people that are maybe trying hard, but do you know what? If that's what they want to do, let them just crack on with it. Try not to let it bother you too much. I mean, it's just an app, you know. Kind of branching on from the other one there. Glasgow raves are now shite, ruined by wee guys. I've noticed this a lot on TikTok and on social media, that a lot of people are complaining about Scottish and Glasgow raves, and to be honest, it's not a new thing. When I was back in the rave scene, when I first started going to raves, I think I was about 19, people, especially the older kind of generation of ravers, were always saying the same thing, and now that I'm a wee bit older, everyone else in this generation is still saying the same thing. So it's always been around, it's always been a debate, even before like social media, before things were like a trend, where you always had the similar labels, like hardstyle superheroes was considered not as great compared to like Infectious. People have been saying for years that raves are always ruined by the younger people, and it genuinely is just because, well, I personally think it's because people are getting older now and they're noticing new crowds coming in. So it's always been a battle of the new ravers and the old ravers. Personally, that's just the way I see it. And obviously when you first start going to raves, they're going to be amazing. When you're 18, 19, you're going to raves, you go to your Glasgow rave, this is the most amazing rave ever, oh my god, it's so good. And then you keep going, you're going every weekend, you're now in your late 20s and you're like, oh, they're so shit now, like, they're all the younger people just pure ruin it. Well, all those younger people are going to grow up when they're older and they're going to say exactly the same thing. It genuinely is, just because you've been to so many and you're growing up and all your friends are starting to lose interest maybe. I don't know, that's just my kind of view on it. I do notice that. I noticed that when I was younger and going to these events, and the older generation be like, oh my god, like the young people just ruin it so much. And now I've got friends that are older and they say the same thing, and I'm like, well, honestly, I think it's just because you're getting older and obviously it's not going to be the same, you know, generations change. But if you want to have a good time and you're really passionate about the music, definitely recommend going to a Dutch event. You will have a great time regardless. I hate TikTok in general. It's just a waste of time. Do you know what? TikTok wastes a lot of my time too, to be honest. But to be honest, you're saying TikTok's a waste of time, but yet you just replied to my Instagram story telling me that you think TikTok is a waste of time. So who's wasting their time here? People's full personality, being hardstyle, and if yours isn't, then you don't like hardstyle. I definitely fit that. I definitely do make my whole personality about hardstyle. But I don't agree when people say, oh well, if you don't make it your full personality, then you obviously don't like hardstyle. That's such an immature way of putting it, to be honest. Like, you can like some genres, but just not put your whole life into it. There seems to be this competition of, I like it more than you kind of thing, as if it's some sort of competition. So yeah, that's quite an interesting one there. Somebody said any kind of song ratings, people just do them for views. It's cringy and overdone. I used to do song ratings when I was in TikTok, maybe when I started about 2 years ago. Song ratings were just like really popular and I really did enjoy doing them. And I did find them cringy at the time, but I like them because honestly they get you so many views, and I think it's because of the controversy of when you rate a particular genre or a song and someone else is like, oh my god, how could you rate it like that? That's why those videos do so well. It's genuinely because of the controversy that it causes. But yeah, I don't do song ratings anymore. They do make me cringe, and when I think, you know, I definitely agree, when it comes up in my For You page and I see someone rating harder styles or rating genres, I just can't watch them anymore. I've got to be like, no, they just make me cringe now. But don't let that stop you from doing it. If you want to do it, like, just do it, you know? Somebody else said, just we guys and girls thinking hardstyle is a trend and going to raves when they aren't old enough. Yeah, I think it can be frustrating when you are genuinely a lover of the music and it's, you know, someone maybe just sees a video and they're like, oh, I'm going to go because of that video. That can be frustrating for people that are proper fans, because it does put an atmosphere on the night. But then again, we all get into it at some point. I mean, I kind of got into hardstyle from an ex-boyfriend, and I would watch Slendy Show's videos, and that's kind of knew what the dance the hacking was, because he did it. In a way, we're influenced to some extent, and definitely when people are going to raves when they're not old enough, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. I can't stand it. I think it's wrong. I think it's unfair, just for obvious reasons, for the protection of yourself and others. And obviously the raves are full of like substances and alcohol. It can be a very dangerous game. You might not seek out the help you might not seek out the help that you need if you were to get into a bad situation because you knew that you were underage. So while I get it's so frustrating, you're 17 and you're like, I just want to go to a rave, I'm old enough, I'm mature. Definitely just wait till you're 18, because all the kind of people who are of age find that so annoying, and if they find out that you are 17, they'll be like, oh, no, not a vibe, not a vibe. People that constantly bash others for not being able to hack or knowing exactly what subgenre the music is from. You can't hack him properly, that's so bad, oh my god.
Ciao. Anyway, so
like seriously, you're taking your time out your day to moan what other people are doing with their life? Not knowing exactly what subgenre the music is from. If there's a massive difference in the genres, then yes, but sometimes within harder styles it is hard to distinguish what certain genre it is. Like, raw style can be similar to other genres. I think when people are pure genre police, it does annoy me, you know, when people are like, that's not up-tempo, that's Frenchcore, that's this, that's that, that's the next thing. It's like, bestie, can we just enjoy the tunes, man? Like, okay, I made a mistake, but, you know, and they play on it, they're like, nah, they're not a true fan, like, they don't even know what this genre's from. But if it's an obvious difference, like techno and hardstyle, that's pretty bloody obvious. Fair enough. But when it comes to like the subgenres, I kind of disagree with it on that respect, because do we have to get so technical? Can we just enjoy the tunes? Like, do you have to know every genre in detail to be a true lover of the tunes? Like, somebody said none of them because they're not cringe. Bestie, come on. There's got to be some videos that you find a bit frustrating. But fair enough, if that's you, you're an easygoing guy. Respect, man. So you don't think the hacking, you don't think muzzing, you don't think any of these things are cringe? I'm going to assume that you might be Australian, because let's move on to the next hated TikTok trend, and as you guessed it, it is muzzing. I got about 20, 30 replies on muzzing, as you can see popping up on this video right now. So if you don't find muzzing cringy, I'm just going to assume that you're Australian, to be honest. But hey, that's me judging. Not gonna lie, I agree, I do find muzzing so cringy, but I genuinely do just think it's because I was born and raised in Scotland, and anything like that is considered so cringy. You would get bullied for that. But I tried muzzing, I gave it a go. It was alright, it was fine. And this guy just pretty much clarifies it. I'm guessing this is going to be a long list of people saying they hate muzzing, and they are correct, it's shit. It's muzzing, and I openly stand by that. Aussies muzzing like chickens, it makes the scene look cheesy AF. And it just reminds me of those goths muzzing under the bridge. Do you know what I'm talking about? Muzzing, them people should be banned. That's pretty harsh. I mean, I don't think they should be banned. It's obviously just their own style of dance. Australia's just a different kind of sauce. You know, it's the land down under. They do things totally upside down there. Right now, it's literally their summer, and I'm in here in my car and it's pissing down my rain. Someone else said, TikTok pages dedicated to themselves muzzing. Please make a video on something else, I beg. I mean, personally, I try and change my content up a little bit. I try and do something different because I get bored of making the same videos. And I genuinely do think the reason muzzing videos do so well is because of the controversy that it causes. People tagging their friends, oh my god, look at this. That's the reason why muzzing videos do so well, and it's because of the controversy that it causes, and people hate it so much with a passion. But I wouldn't openly go out my way to give somebody hate for doing that. They're just dancing and just living their life. So honestly, pop off, Muzz Queens. A few similar responses were talking about flying people. So if you don't know what flying people is, in the Netherlands there was a trend going round, especially on TikTok, especially at Dutch raves, where people were getting launched in the air, and I mean launched in the air. When I first saw those videos, I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I was like, no way, that's so funny. And you know, they would get launched in the air in the drop, and I actually kind of liked it. But then when I posted a video of someone getting launched in the air at Gearbox, a lot of the comments were saying that the Dutchies hate this kind of thing, they don't like it, they need to stop doing it. And I was kind of like, oh, why do people hate it? So my friend told me it's because people are at risk of seriously getting hurt. And I was like, oh, do you know what? You're actually so right, that's true, okay, yeah. But if they do the flying thing when they kind of scope the area and it's safe, that's fine. But I do see the risk of someone getting landed on, a neck getting broken. For example, someone said, the throwing people, it looks fun, and I get it, but someone is going to get seriously hurt. So I totally agree with that. It does look fun, I do understand it, but someone will get hurt soon, whether that be the person flying up in the air or someone else getting landed on, and really it's not worth the risk. Someone else said, people who don't seem interested in the actual music but just want videos of them dancing for socials. So this is debatable here. How do you actually know if that person really is interested in the music or not, if you know what I mean? The music, especially hardstyle, is quite a hard genre to like. Some of it like up tempo and things like that. And a lot of people, when they hear it instantly, they're like, oh my god, that's so shit. You know, some of my friends that I have, they're like, that's so shit, I don't know how you can listen to that, don't know how you can go to a rave. So for someone to actually go to the event, they must like it in some respect, in a way, but I do get where you're coming from. People that only listen to it because it's a trend, the fact raving has become a TikTok trend, and by that I mean people that aren't actually into the scene, they're doing it because of TikTok and then they're saying that it's shit. People going to raves just to post TikToks and make it a trend itself. People that only go so they can post TikToks when they don't even enjoy the rave itself. So some similar responses there, and I totally get that. It is frustrating when events start to become too busy because they get too popular on social media. But one thing I will say, right, TikTok is very smart. TikTok wants to keep you on the app. It wants to keep you with a very high watch time because that shows that that app is performing particularly better than other apps like Facebook, Instagram. They're all competing with each other. How many people are clicking on the app, how many people are using the app, and how many hours are people watching the app for, and that bases how successful an app is, right? TikTok is very smart, whoever designed this app, because it designed a very good algorithm. People say that the algorithm for TikTok is absolutely amazing. You get really good reach on your videos. You really reach your target audience and people that you want to view your videos. So TikTok bears this in mind and thinks, okay, if I develop the algorithm, developed for them, for you, see how many minutes they spend watching these specific videos with these specific hashtags. Therefore, on the For You page, the algorithm is thinking, I'm going to show them more videos like that so that they will watch TikTok, the app, more, they'll watch the videos more, bringing the watch time up, making them stay on the app longer, making them use the app more, because the video algorithm, the TikTok algorithm, is showing them videos that they are actually interested in. See, if this algorithm didn't show videos that they were interested in, say like this person was interested in raves and all the algorithm was showing them was cooking, they're just going to log off the app like, I can't be bothered watching these videos. But if the algorithm starts showing them lots of similar videos that they have spent watching time in the past with, it's going to keep them on TikTok, right? So people think that hardstyle is becoming a trend because it's all over their For You page, that's all they're seeing. Yes, in a sense, that's right. But TikTok is only showing you videos that you're actually interested in. It might be a trend to us because that's all the videos that we're seeing, when actually it's just how clever that the algorithm is in showing you these videos. Does that make sense? Because some people that I know have never even heard of hardstyle, they don't even know about these raves, especially in Glasgow. I mean, it's very seldom that you meet someone that doesn't know what hardstyle is where I'm from, but that's just the area I'm from and the friends that I hang around with. Whereas when I go to university, some people, they don't even know what hardstyle is. They've never heard of these raves, they've never heard of hardstyle, they've never heard of the Dutch events. So is it really a trend? Do you know what I mean? Is it more a trend in your life because you've surrounded yourself with that? TikTok is certainly accelerating things, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily for the worst. I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for TikTok. That sounds so cringy, but I would never have met the people that I've met. I think it's had a strong influence on the music, especially within hardstyle and what's coming out. We live in the 21st century and there's nothing that we can really do about it. We kind of just have to ride the wave. People who bring newbies to the scene down and try to prove they love their music more, it's so childish. We all get into the scene at some point and there's nothing worse when someone's trying to bring them down like, oh my god, you're not a true fan, like, name 5 songs. Girls who make TikToks with their boobs out promoting a song. Well, if they're promoting a song, that is definitely one way to do it. People pretending they like up-tempo and it's the best genre. Some of it is genuinely so bad. Okay. People who post themselves on drugs at a festival, like, oh my god, you're so cool. I mean, I take drugs at events also and I would never post it on social media. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think you definitely do have to be careful online. I mean, if that person took the video of themselves and they wanted to post it, that's totally up to them, that's their choice. If you don't like it, just move on. But yeah, I do find that a little show-offy. You know, at the end of the day, drugs are dangerous and they really aren't cool, to be honest. It's not cool to show off that you take a substance. TikToks of people kick rolling at age too fast. Everything just rave. To be honest, period. The trend similar to normal people listening to music versus me, and it's the pop music versus GPF or something so quirky. I mean, I quite like that trend, but I think it's overdone. Yeah, okay, I do understand that. It's not too bad, I mean, yeah. Please stop with the outfit ones. My boyfriend follows you and girl, I'm insecure. But gal, you don't need to be insecure, like just don't. All of them. Stop getting in the way of people having a good time and videoing everything. Live in the moment and let other people. Scared I'll be in someone's video pinging and it'll ruin lives for some people, I'm sure. Whoa. Interesting, okay. I totally understand where you're coming from, and that is an argument that goes through my head when I am like filming a TikTok and a rave, or like trying to film videos and stuff in a rave, and there's somebody I don't know and they're completely off their face. That's definitely a debate that's going on in my head. However, there's a lot to break down here. You said that you're scared you'll be in somebody's video pinging and it will ruin someone's lives. So I assume that you mean someone posting a video and you're caught in it, your eyes are lit back, they're bouncing back at the camera, it's been posted online, your mother saw it, your dad saw it, your bosses saw it, the dinner is ruined. But you're more concerned about your life being ruined in that respect than actually getting your life ruined from taking the drug itself. So the drug that you're taking is probably been statistically and consistently proven to end somebody's life. Literally ruin someone's life, and you're more concerned than accidentally getting filmed or being filmed and posted online and that ruining your life than actually dying from the drug itself. Let's just put it in that way, okay? So, you know, you're taking drugs, right? You're aware of the drugs that you're taking, that it can do to you on a physical level. Like, you could die. You're assessing that risk. But you're also assessing the risk that you know that it's the 21st century and everybody going into that rave has access to a smartphone with a very high quality camera with a flash, might I add. So you're also aware of this risk, and they will be taking videos when they can, and there's a risk that you could possibly be in someone's video and someone could possibly post that video online and you could possibly be in that video. So you're aware of this risk before you're going into the rave. You're aware of the risk before you take it. You're aware of the risk that some people are going to be taking videos at raves, because that's just the 21st century. So to blame people for going to raves and videoing themselves and taking TikToks and saying that they could ruin your life because you took drugs at the rave and you were caught out your nut on a video at rave and it was posted on TikTok, to blame that person, I don't know, bestie. But then again, there's other ways that you can go about that. There's ways to avoid that, and there's nicer ways to deal with that kind of situation. So for example, say it's me, I'm here on my camera, I'm videoing the crowd, we're having a good time, and you turn around and I'm going like that and you're in it and you're like, oh my god, I do not want to get filmed. I give anybody full permission to come up to me and say, listen, you just filmed me, can you please, like, don't include that. Filmed you and you were too scared to say during the night, just give me a message and say, listen, I was wearing this, you filmed me, I really don't want to be in it, I would really appreciate it if you could just cut out that clip or delete that. And I'd be like, bestie, no problem, totally respect that, I completely understand. Again, like I've said, this is some of these debates that go through my head when I am filming a crowd or things like that, because I don't know if they want to be in the video, and I completely understand that. Not everybody wants to be in a video while they're at a rave, they just want to be left alone and have a good time. But as I'm like maybe filming the crowd, there's something in my head saying, okay, what's making me think that this person wants to be in the video and what's giving me the impression that this person doesn't want to be in the video. For example, I'm taking a video and this person goes like this. That's a strong indication someone does not want to be filmed. Be like, oh, okay, no problem, like, that's fine. But if someone is coming up to the camera and they're going like this, hey, way, I'll be like, ah, way, back, you know? And you're saying live in the moment, absolutely, but I forget those moments. I'm personally someone that likes to film everything, and I know a lot of people are. So those people are allowed to be in the rave just as much as you. They paid a ticket, it's the 21st century. It's not illegal to film at a rave, and it's not illegal to film other people. And I know that sounds like that's a very bad argument to justify trying to film someone, but at the same time, it's not completely illegal. There's nicer ways to go about it. Move out of the frame, tell the person, please don't video me, you know. Another one, kind of branching on from previous one, the fact people film at all. I can understand you take a few pictures or videos for the memories, but it doesn't capture the experience at all. I've seen dozens of DEF CON clips, but none of them came close to what I experienced myself. I find it really irritating to see so many people filming. Yeah, again, I totally understand that, that's your opinion. There is nothing that totally captures the experience than being there yourself and living in the moment. But again, this person's probably paid a lot of money and is so passionate, and they do want to film everything because it will help them remember it. So you just kind of have to respect that. And if you're finding it irritating, it sounds like a you problem, bestie. If you're letting other people ruin your experience, then it sounds like you kind of just need to think, okay, well, do you know what? They're at the rave enjoying what they need to enjoy, me too, let's just move on. And again, it's the 21st century, unfortunately. I do understand these arguments, but I am very aware of it. I'm very aware that that is a lot of people's opinions, and I will try and respect other people's personal space when filming, if that makes sense. Filming yourself all the time. Some of us are just obsessed with ourselves, okay? Yeah, that was pretty much all of the responses that everybody had sent in. Thank you so much for that. We love a wee debate, we love a good laugh. End of the day, guys, post what you want. Who cares what people say? No matter what you do, people are gonna moan about it anyway, so you might as well just do it. Muzzin pretty much topped it. I'm really sorry, Aussies. It is what it is. Please don't take this video too seriously, and again, I'm not trying to spread the negativity as such. It's just funny seeing the frustrating sides of TikTok. If you like the car videos, then let me know, I can always do some more. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye! Imagination.